Tapley here to talk about a couple more frequently asked questions I've been getting about the DEV and the CAT for World War I history. So this is just our class PowerPoint that we're looking at here. I've already uploaded a couple of slides about frequently asked questions. These ones should look familiar to you. I went over them in the last video lecture, but I've been getting a few other questions that I've added to the slides. So if you go there now, it'll be updated to include these next couple of slides. So that's familiar. This is new. So I've been getting a few people who are confused about the due date for the DEV and the CAT. I think they're getting the two mixed up. You know, I've had people saying, "Oh, Mr. Tapley, I'm not going to be able to finish my essay by Friday." And I was like, "Well, you don't need to. You just need to finish your DEV." So the due date for the DEV is Friday, 8th of May at 4 p.m. 9B1, don't freak out. You've got a different due date because you have a different timetable. So I'm looking at 9G3 currently. But if I go over to my 9B1 PowerPoint, 9B1, your due date for the DEV is Monday, the 11th of May at 4 p.m. 9G3, yours is this Friday, the 8th of May. And again, I'm not playing favorites. You guys just have different timetables. And in week 1, 9G3 had 2 of their lessons, and 9B1 had 0. So yeah. So the DEV needs to be submitted on time. I'm not giving you a due date of this Friday or this Monday just to piss you off. I need you guys to give that to me on time so I can give you some feedback before the CAT. So the DEV is our rough draft. If I don't see the rough draft, your essay is going to be a rough essay. So the due date for the DEV is Friday, 4 p.m. for 9G3. For Monday, sorry, for 9B1 it's going to be Monday. The due date for the CAT is Monday the 18th of May. So that's the same for both 9B1 and 9G3. So it's not next Monday, it's the one after. You will have the opportunity to work on the CAT in each of our week 5 lessons. So initially, I had planned to set the due date for the CAT as the 15th, so next Friday. But because we lose out, both of my Year 9 classes lose out on most of their double period on next Wednesday, May 13th, for careers testing. I didn't think that was fair. So you guys have all of your week 5 lessons to work on it. And if you don't finish it in week 5, you can work on it over the weekend, and you hand it in first thing on Monday. So yeah, hopefully that clears up confusion around the due date for the DEV, which is just your essay plan, your research grid, and the due date for the CAT. Second question I've been getting: where do I find primary sources for my research grid? So a primary source could be a photograph of a battlefield. It could be an actual rifle from World War I that you see like in a museum or something. It could be a letter written by an Australian soldier from Gallipoli to his family back home. Or it could be a newspaper article from 1917. What I recommend you do for primary sources is search through your textbook. That big old, heavy, expensive thing that your parents make you carry around. Chapter 8 of your textbook is really good for World War I history, in that like every section, every subsection, so 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, will usually have at least 2 or 3 primary sources. They'll have a picture of Gallipoli, and they'll have, you know, a text primary source from some newspaper clipping in 1917. So I would recommend for primary sources, go to the textbook. Right. The word limit is too strict. I can't write detailed explanations in 400 to 500 words. That's fair. That's totally fair. Our rationale behind reducing the word limit was, you know, all the Year 9 Humanities teachers got together. We said, what are we going to do with this remote learning stuff? We didn't want you guys to be stressing and freaking out over some massive essay. So what we did was we reduced the word limit. That was deliberate. It wasn't our intention to restrict your writing. We weren't trying to punish you and make you do something much harder. We were trying to, you know, take some of the burden out of remote learning, make your lives a bit easier, but I understand that for some students it's more difficult with a strict word limit. So what we'll do is we will allow a level of flexibility for students who are struggling to meet the word limit, either you know, they're going 100 words over or, you know, 300 words over. What I will say about that is, those of you that have been working really hard to meet the word limit, so to get it between 400 and 500 words, I'm not going to be taking marks off because you haven't written 800 words. In the end, you will be assessed on the quality of your writing. Whether it's 400 or 800 words, the most important thing is what you are writing good? So for those of you that have already kind of written out the rough draft of your essays and it's 500 words or something like that, you don't have to rip it up and start over again. It's fine. And for those of you that are struggling to keep it under 600 words or 700 words or whatever, that's also fine. I'm going to be a bit flexible. Understand it's a challenging assessment under the best of circumstances, and obviously at the moment we do not have the best of circumstances, so yeah, don't freak out about the word limit. Final one. I'm stressed and fatigued. This is terrible, and Mr. Tapley is terrible. I've been getting that a lot recently, at home as well, from coworkers, family, neighbors. Anyway, if you're having issues with the DEV or the Week 5 CAT, please let me know. That would be the biggest piece of advice I'm trying to give in this video is, asking for support isn't something to be discouraged. I love hearing questions from students about the DEV or the CAT or about, whatever. I don't want you guys to feel upset, that it's, a sign of weakness to ask for help about the CAT or about anything. We, and I say we because this is from me and all of your teachers, are here to help, and we want to help. We just need you guys to let us know that you need help. It's even harder, I don't have psychic x-ray superpower vision. It's even harder when we're not in the classroom to help you guys unless you literally say, I need help. So yeah, that's what I would say there, is if you're having trouble and you're freaking out with the deadline, you're falling behind in classes, or you've got another CAT in maths or English and it's at the same date and you're trying to figure out how to do both of them, please let me know and I'll do what I can to help. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, was just these last couple of FAQ slides have been added to your class PowerPoint, and then yeah, some of these instructions I'll be putting into the lesson plan in Compass anyway. So yeah, cheers guys.